Am I the a-hole for telling my boss that I wasn't invited to the party? I 26F just started at a new job. I quickly realized that one of my colleagues, Marie, is engaged and is getting married within the next 2 months. It seemed like the whole office was attending the wedding. I absolutely did not expect an invite. She just met me. Weddings are planned in advance, venues booked, etc. My friend actually just got married, so I saw firsthand how it all worked. I could tell Marie wondered if I was expecting an invitation and was hesitant to bring up the wedding around me, but I just never made it a big deal. I don't feel left out in the slightest. Then, I got CC'd on an email from someone in the office. Joanne, throwing Marie a shower during our lunch hour in the break room in a couple of weeks. Joanne was sending out a collection so we could give a group gift cash to Marie. They also suggested we make it a potluck. Joanne included her Venmo and also asked us to email back with what we planned on bringing. Even if I'm not going to the wedding, I still believe everyone deserves to be celebrated and Venmo's the $20, as well as sent a reply saying I'd bring lasagna. A little later, I saw the $20 had been returned to my Venmo and Joan approached my desk. She said I didn't need to contribute. I said even if I'm not attending the wedding, I'd still like to give Marie a little something. Joanne looked a little awkward and hemmed and hawed, but then eventually said,
"You're not invited to the shower."
I was confused. I said I can't go to the company break room during lunch hour. She said yes. I asked where I was supposed to go. I don't drive. I take public transit to or from work. We don't really work near anywhere I could go quickly for our lunch hour. She said I could stay at my desk. I pointed out this was a little exclusionary. Joanne said Marie didn't want me to assume I was invited to the wedding. I said I don't at all. I completely understand I haven't worked here long and we're not close enough. I'm not hurt by that. She said that's great, but I still can't come. I asked if I had done anything to offend Marie and she said no. She just doesn't want me getting my hopes up. I finally let it go and just said fine, have a good party. The day of the shower, I sat at my desk during the party while everyone else went, eating my lunch alone. One kind person snuck me a piece of cake. Halfway through the party, the big boss came in. She usually doesn't work on Fridays, so it was a surprise to see her. She saw me sitting at my desk and asked why I wasn't at the party. I told her I hadn't been invited. She was clearly perturbed by this. Later on, she sent an email out banning parties of any kind during work hours. A few people, Joanne and Marie included, realize I'm the one who told. They've now turned on me. Some friends say I'm in the wrong here and that I should have lied to the big boss and said I was busy with work to finish or something so as not to ruin it for everyone else. So am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. OP, you were very deliberately excluded. You did nothing wrong. OP, you gracefully accepted your banishment to your desk. When asked, you just said you weren't invited. You didn't ruin it for everyone. Just keep being professional and polite to everyone. Believe it or not, there are several people in the office you were most likely appalled you were excluded.
OP replied,
I was told by a few colleagues that they didn't find it fair, especially the kind soul that snuck me some cake. I know I have some allies here, which is why I plan to stick out this job.
Not the a-hole. They're the ones who messed around and did an exclusionary thing. You didn't tattle on them to the big boss. The boss asked you, and you answered.